Hello, we're back at it again with more Zenless Zone 0, the 1.7 update. Is it the 1.7 update? I have this right. Zenless Zone 0 1.7. Yes, it is. Wait a fucking... Is it? Yep. Bury your tears with the past, whatever that means. Actually, I think I kind of get the idea of what that means, given what happened in the story. Anyways, we have Vivian. We managed to successfully roll for Vivian. By Foomf City. Not sure if I want to keep going for dupes. Not like I have any like extra rolls that I could throw out. So we'll just hang out for the most part. Chingy jump scare. She has my favorite like dynamic wallpaper. One second here. I haven't cleared out my energy. I should get that out of the way before I actually start. Also get to showcase Vivian for a bit.
All evil.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
I didn't roll for her W engine. Which piece could use anomaly proficiency? I don't think I need to grind for any the disk drives. They're mostly pretty decent. Or should I burn this? Trying to think about how to burn my energy. Who should I work on? Seth. I should work on Seth.
A mission? Take me along.
I love Seth. Or maybe Lycon? Or Harumasa Masa.
Is it work time? Is food included?
How about this little goober? Oh, I thought I already had Sokaku like maxed out. I should
Ready.
build her just for the purposes of Deadly Assault. I should actually build some characters.
Eradicate all evil.
It's so easy to build characters in this game, actually, surprisingly, compared to all the Hoyo and Wuthering Waves.
Good day, Proxy.
Like, look at this. I have most of everybody like nearly fully equipped. Or I could try and max out Lucy.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Who does?
Good day, Proxy.
Who does Vivian like better? Get that up to 15. I'll just waste it on these. Let's see, change this up.
Number 0.
Vivian does not fit in here.
Never. Please lead the way.
Wait, she fits
Lord
in here?
Phaeton.
What does she do? Anomaly? Or shares the same attribute? That's funny, she actually fits in here. Sure, why not? Or replace Danby. She does not work here, but apparently she can fit in here. Alright, I get to showcase Hamby for a bit. I didn't go for any dupes for Vivian. Mostly because I don't have any rolls.
Heads up.
I was also guaranteed Vivian because I lost the roll. I lost trying to get like dupes for Soldier Ambi.
Nothing slips through my defense.
It's pretty fast, what? faster than Ambi's when I had Ambi in the party. Anyhow. $45. I'll do like... Can I burn out? Not in the rotation. Okay.
This is the path I follow. Sokaku, ready!
I hate it when I get kicked out of when you're trying to do the... When you're trying to do it again. Sometimes you get like automatically kicked out. When you're trying to do this, like, when you're trying to do, like, multiple runs. Wow.
Heads up.
Oh, for Lord Satan!
Your journey ends with me.
Huh, okay. So even if you don't run Vivian with a bunch of other anomaly characters, she can still function and do damage on her own, but she works best if you run her with other anomaly characters, because she functions mostly off of ether anomaly and disorders.
Countering. The best defense is a strong offense.
Don't underestimate.
Alright, how much more? Just do one more. I just wanna empty out my battery before we proceed with the main story. Hopefully I can finish it in like 2 sessions, because Obscura comes out in... Clear Obscura comes out in... What, tomorrow?
The best defense is a strong offense.
Oh, for Lord Satan!
What the wipeout is colored.
Good day, Proxy.
Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, talk to Wise to continue the story, I guess. And then we're just gonna jump right into it without further ado. Yeah, I don't have rolls. I kind of want to roll for Jane Doe, but she's fallen off quite a bit, unfortunately. I love to roll. And you're guaranteed here. I mean, I'm near pity, I mean. Alright, let's continue. Stop fucking around, lock in. Alright, where is Oni-chan? Oni-chan? Why is he sitting over here? Wise says, Kuya Wise says, Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After you go past, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Belle, do you want to arrange a time to meet up with her? Let's go meet up with her. Wise says, alright then. I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and I'll tell you when. Okay. Vivian. Vivian. Rest on the sofa. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead. Until you hear something nearby. Vohayo. You're finally awake. Cutscene this early?
Ethan, this time let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
Was she watching us sleep? Ah, cute.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Oh no, she's cute. Can we watch that again?
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
I love the fairy was like looking around and was like, oh. Alright, let's go.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
The what pose?
What? Sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month.
Ruh-roh. Wait, let me get a screenshot of this. Oh no. You're really gonna play into that, huh?
Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
That was so formal. Feels like you're about to drop some big news after a greeting like that.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel.
His ass is not dead, he's playable.
It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him, some relate to his struggles, and Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Sir Gagaman died to dinos? Uh-oh.
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman and the Ravenlocks?
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter how hard I search, I can't find a single trace of him.
This is playing out like a Yakuza storyline.
Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core. Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
My prediction here was that Hugo at some point has already done the switch, and we actually already have the sacrifice score, and the one that he has on Hartman is some kind of a fake or some kind of a tracker or whatever. But we'll see. That's just my prediction now.
Oh, no problem at all.
Theory.
I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
How polite.
Oh,
Thank
don't
you,
mind
Wise.
me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in.
Oh, right.
He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
I know that Lycon and Hugo might be cooking something, but that's hilarious because it's hilarious that Bella's saying that because he fucking Lycon practically like shoved his hand like speedster shoved his hand into like through Hugo and crushing his heart. What bridge? That bridge has been burnt. As far as Vivian is concerned, at least. But I'm aware that Lycon and Hugo's like cooking something. Hi, Lycon.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Vohaya.
Lycon, Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian.
Don't worry, we're taking care of her.
Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
This is kind of a tough one, what the hell?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Huh. Okay.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
You return to the video store with Lycon. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, so is Lycon not in the play? How did Hugo do all that then? Dying as a bit. He actually took that as a risk. Dying as a bit.
You're right.
Whoa.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Well, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
At the fucking Ballet Twins again. Can we have new areas, please? Wise says, Belle, what do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? The sacrifices are still a threat. And our teacher, yeah. Wise says, true. At the moment, our only intel on the sacrifices is what Bricker left behind. We can get someone to help investigate, but it'll take a significant amount of time. And time is something we can't afford to waste, so working with the mayor is a good option. Well, what do you think, Vivian? We say? Wise says, Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Vivian says, Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with. At the moment, at least. Alright, let's go see Lycon. We say. What? Today is Wednesday. Have a great day. What time is it? It is actually Wednesday. Wait, somebody messaged me. Fucking message me. Oh. Do 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 do. What? Vivian's big ass umbrella is just blocking Lycon's face. Lycon says, it seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Working together requires sincerity on both sides, we say. Lycon says, of course. Please rest assured, when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
Moshi mosh.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way.
Are you winning the Zenless? We are. Hi, Alice. Good eve. Heart emoji. I see the heart emojis.
As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad.
100. Yeah, we are winning the Zenless Zone 0, so we have Vivian.
I looked further into Bringer's map.
Who was supposed to be guaranteed because I lost trying to get dupes for Soldier Andy, so we win these. A guaranteed win.
Were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter.
Landon? Anyways, how's it going? Good evening.
Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
Motherfucker, this is Dead Space.
Problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Oh.
Since this person has already passed away and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
Is it the evil woman?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards.
This is the final patch for 2.0 after all.
Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family.
I'm expecting her to be involved.
If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
Yeah, she's definitely involved.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
You Eridu is straight up just gonna turn into Gotham.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice.
Hero of
Don't
justice.
believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration.
Collab.
After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. Void Hunter rank special investigator.
It's Yishuan. Yishuan, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's showing up this early? She's a researcher? She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator and she's a researcher?
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janus' quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined.
You gotta sell the next character that's coming up somehow.
She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then.
Huh, I didn't think that she'd show up this early.
So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
Okay.
We don't want new Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Alright. Lycon says, I am glad the two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Lycon leaves. Vivian says, Lord Phaethon, shall we head out now? Let's head into the hollow. Let's go meet Yushuan. I already have Vivian, so maybe I could like bring up my own party. Bring up challenge mode. The hell? What is this team? I'll run...
Number 0, Andy. I would never. Please, lead the way, Lord Phaethon.
How do we change it
Standing
from
by.
here?
Good day, Lord Vivian.
Oh, there you go.
Your command.
She does not work in this team at all, but Evelyn and Astra are my favorite characters of Zenless Zone Zero, so I'm running them. God, Evelyn's intro still kills me.
Lord.
I don't want to do... Oh, never mind. She was saying something, wait! One sec. It should be the... Vivian intro.
I'll protect you from any...
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
There we go, Vivian intro.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Love how breathy Vivian is. She sounds like Frolova.
Allow me! Don't underestimate me. Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Just as Vivian is talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you don't know who it is, so you decided to pull her aside to listen. There's a missing word there.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Alright, after the two Topps employees left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps, even if it means playing with fire. She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who's this she you keep mentioning?
The her. What was her name again? I forget.
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me.
The main antagonist. Well, so far.
The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen.
Ruh-roh. She did have the premonition, right? When is that gonna happen?
Oh my.
Premonition that something's bad's gonna happen to,
Don't touch me.
the proxies. Oh, okay. Vivian gets to use her Afterbloom a lot faster with switching. Vivian says this dormant sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be, and how do they know the location of the dormant sacrifices? Let's check the next location. I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for new Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people.
Fuck is that noise? Something's up there.
Ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
Actually, it sounds like a treasure chest. Ah, there it is.
Don't touch me. My time to shine. Oh, nothing here either. Are we too late? Fool. There's someone up ahead. touch me.
Who's that? I don't think it's a good idea to walk up to her.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis?
Sis?
Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Sis?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Nechang?
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
Oh.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. The noise attracts some ethereals even though we have many questions. Dealing with the imminent threat feels like the right choice right now. I wonder who the voice actor is for Camille. I think it's Soldier 11. Her voice is not, unfortunately, very good. The line readings feels like there's just no direction to it.
Lord Phaethon, watch out!
Watch out!
I'll tell you what that was about later!
Is a strong offense.
After fighting off the ethereals, you search for a long time but don't find any dormant sacrifices. After deliberating with Vivian, you decided to leave the hollow for now and figure out your next move. Just then, the phone rings.
You two took longer than I expected.
Hara Oni-Chang.
Did something happen?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying.
Wait, so like, what? Landon was some kind of like family figure? To Vivian?
I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting,
Oh.
I'll come straight to you.
What? What did she mean by that?
I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Whoa! That's such a Gosling moment right here. I'm fucking Goslinging out. Snow Gosling gif.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand.
Wise disconnected after the after the little exchange.
That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this.
A conspiracy.
Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
I'm in. Let's go together.
Alright, get me out of here. What the? Lock screen. Door stuck? What's happening? You arrive at Lumina Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Is it? Oh. Vivian says, Lord Vathan, let's head out as soon as you're ready. Go now.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me.
Oh, I knew it. She's Rain.
I learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
It's Kazusa. Pink Kazusa. She's been showing up a lot.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Vathan. Long time no see.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Vathan is Lord Vathan? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Vathan.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Vathan wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Vathan lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking its snacks.
Lord Bathan, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you
Your
on
idol?
own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
Is Vathan not already, like, her idol? There's another one?
I shouldn't have come to see you.
They're cute. They're kind of like sisters.
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up.
What is she talking about? I thought... Okay.
Been curious for a what?
All right, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
That line reading from Vivian is pretty cute.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh?
I want to hear that again.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Salute emoji. See you later, Kazusa. I just realized that she has like a little hairpin of like a cloud with rain, just like her namesake. Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions she knows someone who's really skilled at finding people in real life, so you follow her and continue on your way. More people to meet.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
The big guy? That's one Denny Boo. One Denny Boo says, long time no see. Vivian says, you seem to be doing well, little one. One Denny Boo says, yep, I made an awesome friend since the last time we met. My friend got ill before, it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two knew each other. And then next time I head to the manager's place, will I get to see you two? You know each other? We asked. Vivian says, yep. This little guy is Lucky Boo, my old boss at my previous workplace. My old boss at my previous workplace bought it at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wages, he didn't take care of his Bang Boo either. One Denny Boo says, yeah, that guy, really terrible. Vivian says, then this little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs? Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. One Denny Boo says, Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery. The bestest ever. Vivian says, all I did was change your battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. One Denny Boo says, yeah, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 Dennies, just enough to buy a battery. Oh, so that's where that 100 Denny Bang Boo battery came from. Vivian says, honestly, you've got plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? One Denny Boo says, I learned. Pet one Denny Boo, give Denny. Vivian says, wow, so you found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. Better not expose one Denny Boo. So that's how I learned that. We think to ourselves. Anyways, one Denny Boo says, did you need me for something? I'm super happy to help. Vivian says, I know you love exploring all kinds of places, so tell me, have you come across anything strange these past 2 days? Or anyone strange? One Denny Boo asks, strange? Vivian says, you mean someone who lacks hurt, scared, and kind of trying to find where there aren't many people around? One Denny Boo says, let me think, I got it. I saw someone like that in the desert today. Someone super similar. A desert? The Outer Ring? What is one Denny Boo doing in the Outer Ring? Vivian says, I don't think one Denny Boo can make it that far. Desert probably refers to the sand pit up ahead. Oh, I see. Vivian says, Lord Phaethon, let's go take a look. One Denny Boo says, did I help? You were super helpful, we say. One Denny Boo says, yay, so happy, I want to keep helping. You should go and do whatever important stuff you need to do. Let's play together soon. See you later, one Denny Boo.
Aww, one Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too.
The desert.
Knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
One Denny Boo met this guy. Vivian says, it seems that the person Rain and one Denny Boo was talking about. Vivian says, Lord Phaethon, please stand back. I cannot be certain if he'll end up doing something extreme considering his current mental state. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. So I'm kind of distracted here. I'm just watching like Sir Gargamel go through like the multiple endings of the ending of Dino Crisis. Anyways, Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
You white man.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No! It's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out.
Where'd Vivian get that?
But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow.
Ruh-roh.
But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen.
Did he manage to run away?
But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a kick.
Ah, Hugo!
Let me go.
He's still alive.
So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building.
If we get fucking brought back to Ballet Towers, I swear to God.
What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this.
We might have to get some arrangements with the mayor.
Once this is all over, he will be able to reunite with them.
Alright, you and Vivian contact Lycon. The mayor, representing Victoria House Gaming, agrees to protect the worker and will keep his identity confidential. Soon, Rena arrives and takes the man away, mentioning that the mayor will confirm the location based on his description. Good work.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't kill yourself, you so fine. What's that fucking funny ass meme like? No, don't kill yourself. You're so sexy, there you go. How long ago was that? 2023? That can't be. How did that originate? Oh, 2019. No, that was all. Yeah, this. There we go. Know your meme. Thank you, know your meme.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met.
At the auction? The auction was not the place where we first met. It was the event with Astra. Will they acknowledge that?
And just as Rain said,
Not
I'm
acknowledged.
a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking
Elf
of
ears?
Rain,
Heyo.
it's still wild.
How's it
to me.
going?
I never thought you and I would have mutual friends.
Elf ears, you can be trusted around elves. But then in this case, I think like Vivian's more like a vampire. Wait a minute. But like vampires aren't like a classification as it is a race classification as like an elf, so maybe she's still like an elf. You can be trusted around elves. Congratulations on finishing Dino Crisis. When are we hopping on 2? 2 is gonna be a more fun time, I think. It's more arcadey. Game is hard as fuck, I know, right? But yeah, no, 2 is gonna be a lot easier. So much easier. You're gonna be gunning down those stupid raptors that gave you a hard time. Like your Doom guy. We can be trusted around elves.
And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Oh, we're sharing a moment?
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
Oh yeah, this really is, like, the final patch for 2.0. As you walk along the river by Luminous Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't a part of them, she's been to the places where they took place. She's been to the chaotic hollow of Camellia Golden Week. She has her favorite sandwiches at Cheesetopia, and she's even received a star sticker from Officer Mew Mew for rescuing Bang Boo. You're amazed at the coincidences of life in New Eridu and how your paths have crossed so many times without you realizing it. After a long chat, it's time for a meal.
Remember,
Cutscene.
it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Cutscenes?
Lord Phaethon!
Whoa, wait a minute, is this... This is looking like a confession scene.
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
What? None of that was a coincidence?
It was me.
That's actually kind of crazy. It was like...
Following you. And now I've finally made it to your side.
Huh?
Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune.
Was that supposed to be romantic? She just kind of like confessed that she's been stalking us.
I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count.
That is a crazy composition right here. What? That looks super nice, like wallpaper. Who does Hoyo have, like, locked up in their basement cooking up art like this?
I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way.
Perhaps different
I
meaning.
didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights. And not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights.
Oh no. Baby girl suicidal.
And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world.
Don't tell me it's actually the proxies going like, no, don't kill yourself, you're so sexy.
It was you, Lord Vader.
Motherfucker. I knew it.
Wait, really? Me? Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go.
Holy fuck.
I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
Never give up. One day that tactic will work. It was 5 years in the making ever since that meme. Holy shit. Anyways, what exactly did the comment say?
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Huh? No!
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also...
Just the fucking mental image of, like, the proxies just going like, no, don't kill yourself.
for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
Oh, isn't that nice? The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The lights reflected in her eyes dance and flicker, as if eager to share the stories of the past. Both the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. What? We married? Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the path she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
All of this interaction with Vivian so far has been for all
the video store and go over the details together.
Has been for all the goslings that play this game. Anyways, let's get out of here. Grown in a lab specifically to cater to the goslings that play this game. The many goslings.
Belle, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core.
Love to be parasocial with gotcha. You know what? While I'm cooking that, like... One sec. You know what? I'll do it after.
He also mentioned that Hartman plans to
Wanted to
meet
shit
with a
post.
group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time.
Oh! Ishwan.
The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Time to get sold the next upcoming banner. Vivian says, Lord Phaethon will head out as soon as you're ready. You must obtain the sacrifice core before Hartman does. Alright, let's get going. Do I have to run Vivian? Let's get the girls out. Even Astra date night. A double date, since I've completely forgot that, like, Belle loves to be involved now.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I forget the name of that one antagonist character lady that keeps showing up in cutscenes, but I forgot her name.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Fuck! I hate what they're doing here. Eos is gone. Eos is just gone.
Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Let my song move everyone.
Oh, for Lord Phaethon!
Heads up.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Interesting of me. Help me. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon.
Don't even try.
Oh, for Lord Phaethon.
I'll manage things from here.
All right.
Okay, so Vivian's actually pretty easy to use. I was like confused earlier.
So interesting.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
She's a quick assist type attribute anomaly.
It's our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous.
Fu.
Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way. Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
We've been had.
Lord Phaethon, the box is empty.
I knew it. We've been had.
So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
It was a bluff.
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind. Is it Hugo? What the fuck is that?
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
Oh my.
A brat?
Actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past.
She looks like a brat.
Tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed?
Anger emoji.
Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you
What
had
the
no
fuck?
idea what was going on?
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
She's not related.
When did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core... it's fake.
I knew it. Hugo. I knew it.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake.
We all got played.
How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Medina approaches Hartman and coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground, screaming. Dina wipes her hand and casts a look of disdain. It was like she was looking at trash.
Knocks out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core
Is in our possession, but we don't know that yet.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors? Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause.
Oh.
Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything!
What is happening with the Exaltists?
You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
Dina's voice actor is pretty good. And Vivian too.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Why? What's a brat to do to us?
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Oh shit, this brat is on some shit. As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him. Ruh-roh.
More ethereals are coming.
Slips through my defenses.
Don't worry, we have Evelyn.
There's no chance to get out of this.
My time to show together. We'll compose a miracle.
How irksome.
Securing the perimeter.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon.
Who's come? Oh, who's that?
I'll take over now.
Oh, this is Yishuan. I like Eve's old animation. The best.
It's ink.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
It's Mom Andy.
Now. Thank you.
Cute. What? Her boobs are It did the high school DXD like jiggle.
Finally, peace and quiet.
The supersonic boobs.
You must be Belle, right?
Peace and quiet mentioned. Wait, she kinda bad though. Her model looks really good.
A special partner might need my help.
But then again, she also just looks like a bigger Anby.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunquei Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
Yishuan.
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, a baddie telling us our vibes are nice? Hello? Salute emoji. Are you the investigator?
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes,
He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
She's a melee type character. She might be cool. Yushuan leaves after saying this while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted. What's wrong,
sorry,
Wumpy?
Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well.
She just shows up so that she could sell her banner for like a split second.
I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Holy. Oh.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried. If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Tina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Oh, so they were doomed. They were doomed people who were just gonna die anyway, so he just started injecting these people. He started experimenting on them. Wait, how did she get, like, adopted? Oh.
Yes, to be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists.
The fuck?
One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter...
This is just playing out like Resident Evil.
I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal.
Motherfucker, I got tricked into... This is just Resident Evil again, like... Using the virus as a means to, like... transcend humanity?
Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him.
Resident Biohazard.
Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you.
Resident Zone Zero, evil.
And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina.
Oh.
At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Oh. Now die! Vivian starts to recount what happened that day. Got his ass.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
The kid in the corner that's crying looks funny.
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Wah! Camille locked in.
Father!
No, I was just...
Oh man, Camille's voice actor is not good.
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
I was so just like deadpan, like nothing of a line reading.
Was this you?
Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
And then you got Dina and like Vivian's voice actors here like going fucking crazy with the line reading, except for over like 1.0 moment.
I just don't want to lose my father.
Yeah, like you got Dina and Vivian here like going hog wild. Like they're actually really good.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have.
Oh.
Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Her voice trembles as she shares her past stories.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists.
She looks like a play.
I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her.
I like it when Vivian does this like sad shoulders down like posture.
I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No, you're not.
You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones, but not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
Phaethon, Shema.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little.
Next time we meet her,
Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
we're gonna get Dina correction next time. Or it's probably gonna end up like Yakuza.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Alright, after bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice score. Weariness sets in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. It's right in there! The sacrifice core is in that whatever thing that she gave us. Hugo placed it in there. Why, says Belle, Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't there. She needs something? He asked. Why, says it was about the sacrifice score. The first time the sacrifice score appeared was at the auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we're simply unaware of it. If you can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Why, says Belle, if you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Proge, go now. Fuck yeah, immersive storytelling, we love that. I do only have like some 30 odd minutes left. Or I just sacrificed my last bit of like Path of Exile time, dedicated Path of Exile time. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge. It's Lipo Beepo time. Alright.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
Thanks for dropping by. Have a good night, Alice. See you later. Take it easy.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage.
What is Hugo doing?
Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Hugo's probably gonna pop up.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
After saying goodbye to Shaw, Vivian leaves the lounge. I thought like Vivian's supposed to be rich. Why is she doing all of these odd jobs? Just for fun? Vivian says, Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. How? We ask. Vivian says, we are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating with information. Subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Vivian says, once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators. So Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. But I just checked their trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Wow, great. We're birding. I love birding. That's not a bird. That's a penguin, dude. That is not a bird. What are you doing, Phaethon? After sending the photo of the penguin-shaped bamboo to Vivian, Vivian responds with a long send. Vivian responds with a long set of ellipses. Seems like we were wrong. Let's keep searching elsewhere. We got hit with fucking ellipses. Belle's supposed to be one of the smartest people in the verse. Here, how about this one? Probably not this one. After sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird to Vivian, you get a negative answer. Let's keep looking elsewhere. Put this one. Black rose in the dark alley. Seems a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo of the crow and send it to Vivian. After receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds, that's the one. She comes over. Vivian says, that's the one. It's all thanks to Lord Phaethon we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among those boxes. You look through the boxes and find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. Luckily, the siblings are proficient. But repairing videotapes, probably. Looks like Fairy's fixing it. Fairy repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille. Here's Camille again.
You and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her.
Oh, I see what she's doing. Yeah.
Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the Creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
the Creator will guide me.
The video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Because he's in on the play.
Hugo...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
Huh.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
All right, Vivian says you get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. All right, is there anything I need to look out for? We ask. Vivian says, don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission too. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. Sure, let's watch. Vivian says, yep, I'll go over the key details for you as we watch the tape. Bond. Call me Bond. James Bond. You do some last-minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Before you know it, evening has arrived. Is this where we run into Hugo? I feel like we're gonna run into Hugo in this section. Vivian says, Lord Phaethon, Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet? I'm ready. I'm ready. Vivian says, then I'll meet up with Burton first and make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way. Vivian heads off first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying all is good. Let's go meet up. Rogue. Can we get, like, Belle in a nice fit for the banquet? Feels like that it's not. It wouldn't be appropriate if we're, like, heading to a banquet in, like, our casual outfit like this. Burton says, Miss Banshee, this is... Vivian says, is something the matter? He's also a vampire elf. Dude. Burton says, what I mean is this person doesn't look like her bodyguard. Vivian says, the Ravenlocks can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. Sure, the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries, with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you? Burton says, of course not. Since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's, you're also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there, we will take a speedboat to the manor. New location. About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall. Or is it just gonna be like a cutscene? Okay, yeah,
Miss
it is.
Banshee,
That's what I
I
thought.
believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken,
Who's Vivian's voice
the
actor?
banquet began.
I keep forgetting to look her up. It's not credited. Why?
My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burton hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
You were totally like a noble lady.
Wow, you were so cool just now. Like a powerful, noble lady. You sent Burton packing with just a few words.
Huh. You know what? Some of the funniest things of this update was kind of like, usually it's characters that are hyper glazing Phaethon, but this time it's the other way around. We've been hyper glazing Vivian.
It's just some techniques Hugo taught me. Like that dessert I mentioned. It means I want them to offer more if they want to come to an accord. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Damn, so that was actually a bluff, right? Completely forgot about that. Alright, stick to the plan.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Yeah, completely forgot about that. I was just like letting Vivian take the wheel here.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
There she go again. In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened. More cutscenes.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
Ruh-roh.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
He actually doesn't know where it is.
Then let's split up.
Hugo, where the fuck are you? I already know you. I already know that he probably put it into our possession somehow. You and Vivian searched through Hartman's office for a while, but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly came from outside. And in a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk. Whoa.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction?
Ruh-roh, what the fuck is he doing here?
So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory.
Why are we afraid of a little gun?
I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you.
We've got Vivian doing crazy shit out there on the field.
Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Hartman raises his gun, aiming at the desk. Yet, there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes. Hugo!
The bullet. How?
What the hell?
Dear Uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Knew it.
Hugo! Impossible!
You're dead!
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon, when I have yet to trample you into the dirt?
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear uncle.
shortly before. Are we Yugo mode right now? Oh, we are.
My own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Yugo time! No, he's doing that stupid ass one sleeve into the
Maybe
jacket.
I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Unfortunate. As much as I love like Yugo, he's like kind of like overall like a cat, kind of like a tacky design character.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
Well, that's cool. He puts his like hand into the pocket. He thinks he's...
You're late.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Yeah, the blood pact.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved.
Yeah, there you go. I knew Lycon was in on it.
Why do you look so angry?
Though the one thing that I do have in... Well, maybe the sacrifice core doesn't activate unless it's like aggravated. Because as far as my other prediction was, and we've been right with most of the predictions that we've had for like this patch and the past patch, is that we already have the sacrifice core in our possession somewhere. And that little trinket, that gift trinket that Vivian gave us. It's probably safe as long as we don't aggravate like the having a sacrifice core in the middle of like a residential area is kind of crazy. But I guess it should be safe as long as it's not like aggravated.
You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it.
After all, he had faith in Lycon's ability.
Of course. If things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
That's not what was said on this text box.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Say what now?
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now. Right. Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
That was a fake one.
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done.
Are you not gonna feel bad for Vivian, you motherfucker?
That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss.
A little bit of theater.
Obviously. It was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve.
What's happening? What's wrong?
Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Wait, what's happening? Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo looks quite pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on a chair, pulls out some rope, and ties himself up. Oh, that was what Rain was talking about, like some weird noises coming out from a warehouse. It was actually Hugo.
What exactly are you doing?
He's gonna go berserk mode.
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't.
Hugo beast mode.
Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it?
Huh, since when?
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Ah. Hugo tells Lycon of what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this. He had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions, attempting to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote.
Well, shit.
When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind.
Well, shit, Hugo's kind of
And
fucked.
that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, I can't. Come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand.
Hugo, yeah, Hugo's voice actor is really good.
Bastard.
After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The rope that bound him had come undone, though he didn't know when that had happened. Hugo checked himself over. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet?
How's he walking around? I thought Lycon was supposed to, like...
Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or... is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
You gain the abilities of the world. The lady says, it's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had made it. I endured for so long, all those years of planning. I was so close. He already agreed. You, go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No, he won't want to see you now. He can't go and see him. Hugo says, Mother. That's Mama?
It's all your fault.
Oh, he's just hallucinating. Okay.
I wish I had never given birth to you.
The woman's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child.
Oh, everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline.
Monkas?
Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
Holy fuck. She raises her hand to reveal a pair of scissors, the tip gleaming with chilling light. She thrusts the sharp point toward Hugo's paler eye. Then she suddenly vanishes as if she never existed at all. Wait, so what happened there?
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother.
The length of his text box is crazy.
She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence.
What about the heterochromatic eyes? Is there something wrong with it?
But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her.
Well, we're way past time.
Be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength! It's what she deserves! Why forgive them? They don't deserve it!
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial...
It all comes down to...
Even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you. Correct.
It all boils down to having mommy and daddy issues. All issues in the world.
So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door. Is he still bugging? He's still bugging.
This is still an illusion.
I might have to leave this for tomorrow.
Going to show up this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this for tomorrow. Hugo's just like, Hugo's just going through the fucking Silent Hill halls. Pause story. Brother.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Anyways, yeah. That'll be it for me for tonight. We're gonna leave Hugo in the Silent Hill halls. He's fucking tripping balls and shit. Anyways, for all the friends that dropped by, thank you very much. Hope to see you all again soon. Enjoy Oblivion. I think I'm willing to bet if I check. Yeah. I was like, I'm willing to bet if I check Steam right now. Anyways, enjoy. I am so excited to hop on as well. You would not believe I'm gonna run down like Expedition. You know what? I'm gonna take my time with Expedition. Oblivion's not gonna go anywhere. Like, I kind of want to wait for like some fun mods to pop up before I hop on like Oblivion myself. We have all the time in the world to like for more video games. Tomorrow exists for us, like I always say. Yeah, just waiting for those mods to pop up, like the fun ones. Hey, you got a long playthrough ahead of you. Yeah, I still gotta think about... I don't even remember a thing from Oblivion. I just remember that I had a grand time. Trying not to do any sort of, like, enchantment shenanigans. Okay, yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't even remember a thing from Oblivion. Like, the story, how the gameplay works. The layout. So it's gonna be like... It's gonna be like I wiped my memories of Oblivion completely. Oh yeah, you played recently. All the changes are so good, man. Yeah, so pretty much for me, it's practically like I wiped my memories of Oblivion. So it's gonna be like kind of like a fresh experience. Been decades since I last played Oblivion. More than a decade. Anyways, yeah. Enjoy. I'll hop on eventually. Very soon, hopefully. It's more casual for sure in a good way, yeah. That too, it's... Like, you could literally just, like, run around, just walk in the park type situation with Oblivion and just, like, enjoy it that way too. Oblivion's leveling system back then was ass. How did it work back then? Was it like when you need to level skills or something, or... You needed to kill monsters, I forget. Oh, right, you had to level minor skills that added to your attributes. If you speedrun your major skills, you get like 0 attribute bonuses. Oh. I don't remember how I did it. Only major skills leveled you up. So you're kind of gutted if you just like leveled up without the minor skills. I don't remember a thing of Oblivion. Holy shit. I don't remember any of this. Oh man, it's gonna be a good time when I hop on. It's more like Skyrim. Oh, it's a combination. I guess it's gonna be like a more combination of like, no need to min-max, I see. It sounds so fun, dude. I'm so excited. I wish I could run down these games, but I also want to take my time with these games so I could hop on like Oblivion ASAP. Stream it too, just for fun. Like, I don't remember a damn thing, so it should be fun to stream. And I see all my friends hopping on as well. I'm kind of jealous. I want to hop on too. Thought about streaming it, right? It seems fun if you've like completely lost. Yeah, these streams, these games are so stream coded. You could just like. It's a great game because it's just like you could just fuck around, do whatever in the game, and just end up yapping. I'm glad it's good. I'm glad that it's getting such a good reception from everyone. Kind of a miracle, honestly, that it's like it's getting such a good reception from everybody that it was shit. It just came out like fully included with all the DLCs. Shadow dropped out of nowhere. The reception is good. I'm so happy for it. I'm so excited. I'll hop onto it eventually, yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. I want to stream it just for fun. Yeah, Bethesda needed a W after Starfield got flamed. Like, I know, I'm aware it's got super flamed. Like, even though it's supposed to have like that jank that Bethesda is known for and like enjoyed, but I guess it didn't work out, huh? Like, Starfield at least sounded like the type of jank that people typically enjoyed Bethesda anyways for, so I was like, huh. Anyways, that'll be it for me for tonight. Enjoy Oblivion, have fun, save Cyrodiil. Save Cyrodiil again. Peace, take it easy. See you later. Good night. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Kind of losing track of time. Okay, yeah, it's Wednesday. GG's.